I'm Lucy Charles Barclay, professional triathlete, reigning Ironman World Champion from Kona, Hawaii in 2023. I'm also a 70.3 World Champion from 2021. Since 2023, when I became the Ironman World Champion, we've had quite a few changes, but I think one of the main things has been that this sport does not stand still. It's constantly moving forward and evolving, and if you don't evolve with the times, you'll get left behind. Every single watt counts, and we want to make sure that we have the fastest suit and the fastest setup possible on the Big Island in October, and that is what we intend to do. My name is Lucy Charles Barclay, and this is the Aero Project. Yeah, I have so many memories from Kona. I think I've raced there 5 times as a professional now. 4 times I was second, and one of my most fond memories was actually the first time I ever raced there and came second, because I couldn't believe it. I was a complete rookie. I'd just turned 23 at the time and managed to come second, and I felt like it was only a matter of time before I could go back and win. I actually bought just as a bookcase, but it has some of my most meaningful medals and trophies in it, and then I also have my finish tape from winning the World Championships. I've got my finisher medals from when I won Kona 70.3 Worlds, and then when I won my world title for the World Triathlon Long Distance Championships.
Which one's next?
The big one, back to Kona, hopefully another bowl. That would be cool. And then in 2023, obviously, to run up that finish line in the lead and see the tape there and take it was incredible. Like, I still remember running up the finish line in complete disbelief that I've done it, and there's an amazing photo of me where I'm just in complete shock that I finally achieved the dream that I was chasing since 2017. This is the winning bowl. Wow. Yes. So cool. And they had to ship it to me from Hawaii. They had to ship it to me from Hawaii, so it took quite a while to get it. God knows how much that cost to ship that.
Is it heavy?
Yeah. It is pretty heavy, yeah. It's full of like special things at the moment, because you're going to put your most sacred items in there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. And when you're quite tired after that Ironman, it's quite hard because they want you to hold it above your head. So yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's definitely something that if you're having a hard day where you're tired or you're struggling with your training, it's the easiest way to jump out of bed and be motivated, is to remember that finish line and what I'm fighting for, to try and go back there and win again.
Yes, I think the pursuit of excellence is obviously a goal. We all know she's a phenomenal athlete. She's incredibly talented and extremely hardworking, but that is not enough to win World Championships in this day and age. You have to find every single detail, and I think we're really only just scratching the surface of what's possible in terms of aerodynamics, nutrition. It's evolving all the time. And I think you just have to always just be striving to be a better version of yourself. And it's super motivating to be part of that very pointy end that finds a percent here or unlocks something that other people haven't perhaps considered. It gives you a competitive advantage. And for me personally, I find that addictive. And for Lucy, she loves it. And I don't think we're anywhere near finished on that project.
When we talk about a threshold value, so that's the power number what you can hold for an hour, for example. If you want to have here an improvement, let me say 5% or 2% even, it takes quite a while in training. So you need to train a lot to get that improvement. If you're in a wind tunnel and you find, for example, that a suit can make a difference between 2 and 5%, so only a suit, and you just get it by wearing the right suit. In the end, you try to find the right balance between how much power you put and how much speed you can produce. So it's all about speed. So how fast can you go with the less amount of power possible?
Hello. Hello. We are trying to put this on. Okay. And we don't know what we're doing. So there is one on the inside and the outside, but let's do the outside first. Okay, we're going to test. It worked. Yeah. But we just need to make it more sticky.
I want to deliver the bike proportion of the race as fast as possible with using the littlest amount of energy possible. So yes, I train every single day to make sure I have the power and the numbers and the engine. Ultimately, free speed comes from being aerodynamic, having the best gear and equipment, having the fastest race suit on the market. It's all of that combined will lead to the fastest bike split and hopefully delivering one of the fastest bike splits on the day.
Sorry, so what was that?
So at the moment we've saved 16 watts, which is 6 minutes and 9 seconds over the Kona bike course.
Great.
Woo! 3 watts.
She wants to do everything what is necessary to be the best athlete in the world. And you see it even on aerodynamic testing. Basically, she's the one who starts in the morning, finishes when the job is done, and not saying, oh, I am hungry, I need this, I need that. No, she's just going through it. As long as she sees this can be something what brings me forward.
At the start of 2024, I decided to sign with Rizon because they had the fastest suit on the market that we tested in the wind tunnel. But for us, it wasn't really enough to just stop there. We wanted to continue working with Rizon to make that suit even faster. Should I hop on?
Yeah,
Should
let's
I
try.
go with the helmet on?
Yeah.
Probably quite early on this year, we decided that we wanted to go down the route of having a 3D mannequin of myself. We did some 3D scans. I basically had to just stay super still on the bike, and then the images were taken, thrown into a computer, and then a 3D mannequin is basically produced of myself, which looks pretty freaky because it's basically me, but in a mannequin version. So we were doing a 3D scan. Yeah, that will get sent across to Rizon, and then they are going to make a 3D mannequin of me and then test different fabrics, suits, shapes to try and make this suit, which is currently the fastest suit that I own, but we're going to try and make it even faster, with the ideal timeline being for Kona this year being in that fastest suit possible. So this is sort of stage one of many stages of getting there, but it's really exciting. Yeah, look forward to seeing what my mannequin looks like. And details on there, and then that can be placed on a bike. So we have a cube bike that is my exact setup as well. My mannequin is placed on that bike, and then all of the testing can be done using that. And then once Rizon think that we have something that's going to work, then that can be brought to me and we can do the real life testing to validate those numbers.
Yeah, so I would say that it's a brand's dream to work with someone like Lucy, but also there's a lot of pressure on that brand because we will not stop and rest on our laurels. They know that they can come up with the best suit in the world and Lucy will be happy for a time, and then she'll be like, okay, now what's next? And we need to be working with a brand that matches our energy on that. I think that was the first conversation we had was, we love your brand. Obviously, we're huge Janfrodino fans. Surely someone like Janfrodino would be going through the same process as Lucy is. And yeah, we're very pleased to see that he was, and now Lucy has taken that mantle of driving the innovation forward.
We are in UK, close to Silverstone. So in Silverstone is the normal wind tunnel, but here they have a real tunnel, so basically an old railway tunnel. The goal here is to be in motion. So in a wind tunnel you are on a stationary bike. You are not moving, and here you are moving, and we can here calculate the aerodynamic drag and see how good are the suits working, how good is the position on the bike, what about different material on the bike, so try to find these fine differences.
This will definitely be more real to life. It should be like when we go and race, we get numbers, but there's also a lot more external factors in racing that can change the result. Yeah, really excited to see what numbers we get and also ride in a different kind of way and do the testing. It will all be quite new, but yeah, excited to see what comes out of it.
So the suit in Hawaii is super unique because yes, you could probably find a faster suit out there that is purely a time trial, full sleeve, impossible to run in suit. We need to find a happy medium of aerodynamics and heat dissipation and comfort. And I think actually through that process, Rizon have been super clever and come up with graphene technology which dissipates heat whilst also remaining stretchy and malleable to the rider's position. We're testing the aerodynamics, we have tested the aerodynamics and it's proven to be the best. We're pushing 3 different things there with comfort, aerodynamics and thermoregulation, and we've come to what we think is the perfect optimal middle ground. And yeah, I'm super excited to see how it performs on the day.